Well, Barbara, how was the performance? How did it go?
Oh my gosh. There are no words, but lots of words are being spoken. It was a packed crowd, standing room only, at capacity. They couldn't even get into the bowl over there at the Crossroads stage, butt to butt. And they were even going up onto the bridge in order to see it. It was amazing. And the mentors were all on stage. We had about 30 people at one point, down below the stage with our new artist, on the stage with mentors like Duffy Bishop and Karen Lovely and Lisa Mann. And Kevin Self was out on the boat, and I know he was thinking about it because he's texting us. So that was really exciting. And of course, Lady A. So many. And there'll be video up on the website, ubmna.org, in case I forget that later.
Why don't you just tell us once again, in case people have missed it. I don't know how they could have, but tell us what United by Music is.
Well, United by Music is a program that is for musically talented people that have intellectual challenges such as autism, Asperger's, Down syndrome, Williams syndrome, and we find them and we train them and help them train us and put them in contact with and trained by musician professionals, their mentors, for the purpose of a live band performance. It's very strategic, very specific, and they go on tour and they perform at festivals such as Waterfront Blues Festival. It's all over the world. It was founded in the Netherlands in 2005 by American blueswoman Candy Kane and Joris van Wijnharden, who is the CFO of the largest healthcare network in the Netherlands. And they saw the potential. They created it, ran it in the Netherlands and all of Europe for about 6 years. And then Candy, who is a longtime friend of mine, told Joris when he wanted to expand to North America, well, you've got to talk to my friends Barbara Hammerman and Amanda Gresham, and he asked us, do you think you could do this in the United States and Canada? And I said, well, we probably could, but I don't know if we should. So, which is kind of an odd answer, he thought, but I said, you know, there are a lot of great nonprofits in this country doing great things, and I don't know if there's already somebody doing this, so if there is, we should know about that. If there's not, are we the group to be doing it? So we had to go through an evaluative period. We had a 3-day retreat that I called of all the Netherlands team and our team of professionals at my house for 3 days in November of 2009 to decide how would our business plan work? What are the differences between here and there? Is there a need? Are we the ones to fill it? And after that 3 days, we wrote up our business plan, and we decided, after all that talk, that it was hard to talk about it, and we needed to show people. What is this program? What is the process? What does it accomplish? So we knew we had to create a showcase tour. And that's when we brought the tour to the United States in 2010. 2 weeks, 2 countries, 3 states, 9 cities. And we built teams in all of those 9 cities. So over the next 18 months, we evaluated where's the best place of those 9 cities to have a pilot program for United by Music North America, and it was Portland, Oregon.
There you go.
And so we started a year ago, April. We've gone through a full year of auditions, training, and performances, and now we're starting our 2nd year here.
What is the training? What is that process for the training? What is the challenge that the mentors face?
It's interesting. I think I over-intellectualized what that might be. I find that when I watch them, because I'm kind of the business end of all of this, and the development end, and Amanda Gresham is the production end, I watch the musicians and the professional musicians and the artists, and they just get it. They have a language that they speak that is nothing short of magic. If you've got the musically talented people that we bring through the system, and they're working with Lisa Mann, or Dave Fleschner, or Kevin Self, or Alan Markle, or Pat McDougall, or Lisa, they look at each other and they know what they need to convey musically, and they pick it up. So I think the magic is, and the art is, finding the right mentors. Now let's face it, there are a lot of musicians I love to see on stage, but they're not a good fit for this program. And what does it take? It takes the desire to want to actually mentor and bring out a talent. Because that's what we want to do. I mean, these are people, let's consider, these are people for whom they've been told no all their lives. You know, you have autism, therefore, no, you can't get married, no, you can't have a job, no, you can't have your own home. Well, we want to say, what can you do? it's not your disability that matters in the world, it's your ability. And quite frankly, they have double abilities because they have to mush through all that they're challenged with and still do what we do and beyond. So,
I don't want to be politically incorrect here.
Yeah.
But are these people what we used to call savants?
I think some probably would be.
Yeah.
What I know, and this is an area I've been learning over the last few years with Joris and his team, are that there's a spectrum of so-called disorders, and everything from those who have more trouble to those who are more high-functioning in the autism world, etc. I would imagine that those who are skilled at putting numbers and deciding what's a savant would know better, but we don't do that in the program. It's if you happen to have a challenge that prevents you from operating in the world in a way that is so-called normal, having trouble getting a job because of your intellectual functions, maybe just a little disorderly, ADHD, and yet you have a musical talent.
Yeah.
We want to help you soar beyond what you've been able to do. And the challenge here is finding people. So what we ask, and what we're asking here at the festival in our booths, is that we make everybody our ambassadors. They're our casting agents.
Yeah.
Everybody out there is our casting agent. Because very often people are in their homes, maybe some of them are at work, and people don't know. But if you I find I'm only one or two people away from finding a person with musical talent that might be sitting in their home or playing for families. But our job is very specific. We want them to be on stage, performing with other professionals, blurring the lines. Because when you look at the stage, you can't put a finger on who is so-called disabled. Hey, we all are.
Was there one moment from the show here at this year's Blues Festival that sticks out in your mind?
Yes. There's always this moment I never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
We always say that we understand that this program is going to benefit the people for whom we bring in, the artists with challenges. What you can't know until you see it is how the program benefits everyone that it touches. The audience, certainly the mentors, in a way that challenges our assumptions about who people are. So for this reason, I believe the underlying greatness of this program, which we believe is the Special Olympics of Music, is that we come away with the understanding that we are more alike than we are different. And it's a social justice issue in that we have challenged the gender issues, racial issues, sexual preference issues. We haven't solved all these things, but we've begun to address them publicly. We believe that through music, we are transforming lives and challenging assumptions about what is and is not able. They are differently abled. We all are differently abled. So I would say, watching the audience, watching the artist, seeing Dave Fleschner dance with his children at the end, watching Lisa Mann guide one of our artists as they're struggling a little bit. There's a young woman, our newest artist. She's from Port Orchard, Washington. Her name is Nicole. She's 17, she's autistic, she plays the flute and the piano, but next year I can guarantee you she's going to be playing the drums. She is enamored of the drums and she wants to play the drums. Well, Nicole was playing the flute. She had, in 2 weeks, learned a song she chose, The Entertainer, for 4th of July, and we were going to go straight into This Land Is Your Land from that. She had her music stand, she was playing, the wind was blowing her notes, and you could see she lost her place several times, but she kept on going, and that was her challenge. She and her mother had talked about it. You know, you don't say, I'm sorry, I lost my place. You just keep going because the crowd wants you to. They're there for you. And I have to applaud the crowd because I get all kind of teary when I'm talking about it. They were just pulling for Nicole. And then one of the pages blew off. And I think Joe Powers picked it up or somebody picked it up. They held the music. So the whole musician community was focused on her like a laser, and the audience was also going with her, and at the end she leapt with joy, literally with joy at the accomplishment, and everybody lost it in a good way. And also we're going to continue. this particular show that we did yesterday, the mentors, the artists are going to continue to rehearse it. We're seeking other festivals to perform. I think we'll have an announcement pretty soon about a festival also in Oregon that we'll talk about, where we'll be bringing some people. We're very excited about a young man we brought up from the San Francisco area. His name is Nick Guzman. We found him through connections with a group called the Miracle Project in Los Angeles, and I want to talk about that because our group isn't a standalone group. Yes, we are a 501c3. Yes, we need your support and donations, but we are a collaborative group. We work with other groups doing similar things, having similar mission, so that we can all bring out that talent and allow it to soar in a particular way. Nick Guzman performed with Crosby, Stills, and Nash a few weeks ago on a stage in LA where they raised over $250,000 for Autism Speaks. And he was here with us throughout the festival. He played right here on the DME back porch stage. He played on the Crossroads stage. Last night he was jamming with Dave Call and Duffy Bishop and everybody over at Hotel 50. And they're driving on their way back to San Francisco right now with happy hearts. And so are we.
Well, the organization does such a great thing, and we all thank you for it. And Oregon Music News thanks you again for letting us have this booth in the pavilion. It seems like home to us.
Well, Oregon Music News has been good to Delta Music Experience and all the trips we take into the Delta, and certainly been good to United by Music. You've been one of our early and strongest supporters, and we appreciate it very much. As we do Waterfront Blues Festival, for helping to present us over the last 3 years.
Well, I guess you have to get back to work now.
But this is so much fun. Thank you for asking me to chat.
Peripatetic is the word for you.
Well, just go to the website, ubmna.org, and keep up with us. And please, we're asking those of you who can to offer a little money to keep the program going, and volunteer and help us find candidates. Thank you so much.